If you saw my video on home inspections, what sellers should expect in terms of home inspections, what they get under contract, you saw my take on those home inspections. Wouldn't you like to hear what a real live professional full-time home inspector who has a fantastic home inspection business here in Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, wouldn't you like to hear his take on my video? Well, if so, you are in luck. Let me introduce you to Dave Park, the owner of Advantage Home Inspections, who is, by the way, our favorite home inspection service, and we always call him for everything we do. Dave's going to give you the lowdown on my video of what his real honest to goodness opinion is. How about it, Dave? What do you say?
Hey, Armand, thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here. First, let me compliment you on your look. You're absolutely fantastic on the TV and on the screen. So all good there. I think, when we talk about home inspections, it's uh, each house is different, right? From age to the style it was built to what it was done. So there's so many applications that are from the construction business that we see all the way through. And I think the biggest thing that we really want to make sure and that clients understand that home inspectors are generalists. We are not specialists.
Right.
And I think that's the number one concern. Our concern is not the right word. The number one area we need to really preach more and more about what a home inspection really is. And I hate to compare it to a doctor, but you go in for a physical and the doctor looks at you overall and says, well, you know what, I see something, in his little eye scope, or he sees something on you or whatever. He doesn't take care of it right there. He just says, you've got a problem here, or you have signs of a problem. We're going to send you to a specialist. That's what a home inspector does. It's a snapshot in time. And when he sees something, clue finder finds a clue, he's going to recommend to go to a specialist. Now, and so I think that's where people think that the home inspector is the specialist, and he's not. He's the generalist. He knows a little bit about a lot of things, but we're not specialists in one certain area. And I think that's where we kind of get convoluted with what a home inspection really is. So we're really looking in generalities is really what we want to do. Houses are big, 3,000-4,000 square feet, even two, and to have an inspection or go through in a couple hours, there's no way to be specific toward every single thing. You can't take every piece apart. I couldn't take apart a dishwasher and a hot water heater and an air conditioning system in 3 or 4 hours. I mean, the professionals can't even do that.
Right.
So we're looking for clues. We're clue finders, and we've seen so many houses. We know when that starts to happen, we probably know the problem with it more or less because we've been around so long. But we want to guide somebody to a professional or recommend a professional to our client and to the realtor themselves to say, listen, we found a concern. We found a deficiency that probably should be looked at further. Now, if we find that a door's not locking properly, do you need to really consult a professional? Nah, you don't. And the language may have a professional fix it, but when you look at an air conditioning system and it says further evaluation, and most reports will talk about further evaluation, those are the things where there's a sign here, there's rust, there's evidence of water, there's deterioration of a product or a coating. We want to give that clue to a realtor and the client. Say, listen, this should be done more. And what I will tell you too is you could send 5 different inspectors out and you're going to have 5 different reports because everybody has a different experience. Not an industry standard, but everybody sees that screw the exact same way all the time. It's just not that way because different inspectors come from different backgrounds. But overall, it's we generalize things, we provide a summary to you, and you take it from there. And that's kind of what it is.